I probably would have won that show during prejudging, because they were just missing certain things.
When he says that had he been in the lineup, he probably would have won, how do you respond to that?
If anybody's shown disrespect, we know who's shown disrespect over the years. Hey guys, it's Brandon Curry here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just had a good night last night. Went to bed early. Woke up this morning. My wife was on the phone and she said there's some drama going on in this bodybuilding world of ours. All some things that I may have or may have not said. Basically an interview of where I basically have been accused of throwing shade on Phil in some kind of way. Calling him referring to him as not a true champion. Now, I want to go back to that, and I want you to listen for yourself, and maybe tell me if that's what I said.
If Phil moved the 2019 Olympia lineup, would Brandon Curry still be Mr. Olympia today?
Of course I would, because there's a reason why he wasn't in that lineup. If he thought he could win, as competitive as he was, he would definitely have been on that stage. But of course, any champion that doesn't think they can win, they're not going to get on stage. But a true champion that thinks they're going to win, they will be on stage. Why would they not?
So you guys just reviewed.
So there you go. Now, that's on Nick's channel. And maybe it's been misinterpreted from him. I didn't refer to Phil Heath as not being a true champion. Matter of fact, I think he's one of the best bodybuilders of all time. One of the greatest physiques of all time. I'm just calling out the obvious. If a champion knows he can win, he will compete. And I don't feel that Phil knew he could win. So that's why he didn't compete. He had a lot going on in his life. He had a lot of drama going on in his life. A lot of different hardships going on in his life. And I've been through my share of hardships that prevented me from doing my best on stage. And I don't see Phil coming to the stage any less than his best, or trying to bring any less than his best. So I understood the reason why he was sit out last year. But on the record, I was only asked if Phil came back in 2019, would he beat me? And I said no, I don't believe he would have. And I didn't answer the question, would I beat Heath's best physique that he's brought to the stage of all time? That wasn't the question that was asked. It was asked if he came in 2019 what he brought to the stage, could he beat me under all the circumstances that was going on in Phil's life at that point? Could he have beat me? I mean, this is the reality of the question. And I said no. That's no disrespect to Phil. I wasn't throwing shade on Phil. I was just saying, if he wanted to come to the stage and beat me, he had the opportunity to beat me. No point saying that you would have beat me now. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, whatever. No point. At this point, you didn't do it for whatever reasons. You had your just reasons. You just should have told the interviewer that, you didn't compete in 2019 because you had these circumstances going on. And therefore, it didn't give you a good opportunity to come in at your best. And we would have respected that. We would have took that and respected it. And I wouldn't have to respond with my opinion of what would have happened if you would have came to the stage in 2019. So that's the argument that ensued, and I don't think it was an accurate argument coming from me. A lot of people feel like I'm being defensive because I feel I have to defend my title or my reason for being the champ right now. But honestly, this is the less drama I've had in my whole career. I've been criticized even more throughout my beginnings and throughout my career, to where this right here is a breeze. I mean, more people are happy with me, happy that I won, happy that I'm a champion, than it has been at any point in my career as far as me being a bodybuilder. So I've experienced so much positivity from me being a champion that I'm not really looking at, all the criticism from left to right. It's a part of bodybuilding. It's always going to be there whether you're the champ or not. What I do believe this is about is maybe there was a conversation. Maybe Nick has spoken to Phil, and Phil expresses what his feelings about what I said. Maybe I hurt his feelings. I apologize. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I was just posed with a question and I made a statement. So maybe, you know, he felt a little bit sorry for what Phil's been going through and experiencing, and we all do. We know we all experience tough times in life that we got to overcome. I've had my fair share as well. But I don't want to be at odds really in anybody. I just want to win titles and compete on stage and promote this sport of bodybuilding the best that I can. So, you know, no disrespect to anybody. I mean, if anybody's shown disrespect, we know who's shown disrespect over the years. And all these champions who have won the title have been up against facing opposition. People don't want them winning, from Phil to Sean to Jay to Ronnie. You know, everybody has, you know, who won the title has reached some form of opposition as far as them being a champion. So it's nothing that I should think I'm an exception to the rule. So I just want to present to you right now that, you know, this narrative that you seem to be following about me taking shots at Phil, there's no way. I'm just speaking the truth from my perspective. The truth is that, you know, if a champ wants to compete and he's going to win, he's going to compete. If he thinks there's limitations to his ability to win, he won't compete. And that's all I'm pretty much saying. So shout out to Phil, shout out to Nick. Hope you guys are doing well and enjoying the holidays. Hope all my fans are doing good and enjoy the holidays as well. I appreciate you guys. God bless. I'm out.
Well, speaking of Phil Heath, and we're going to have him on the stage tomorrow at the Q&A stage. We had Phil Heath, Dave Palumbo had Phil Heath on RX Muscle. And look, there has been a lot of talk post-Olympia, a lot of criticism post-Olympia. Well, Phil Heath came out, and if I paraphrase him, said something to the effect that had he been in the lineup, he probably would have won. He expressed disappointment, saying that the fact that he wasn't in the lineup, there wasn't that rabbit to chase, and he felt as if there were a lot of missed opportunities, in his own words.
You guys need to train your asses off, and I did a call to action to all the athletes, because I had a feeling. I was telling Hani, I said, I have a feeling that a lot of them, since I'm probably not going to be there, they don't have a rabbit to chase, and they're not going to go as hard. And they may hear this and get upset and say, no, you're not right. And it's like, well, then why? Why didn't you? We didn't see anything that was like,
no.
Holy shit. Like,
no,
what
you're right. It's amazing. It's amazing that no one came and brought that.
I mean, Hadi Chupin, like, was the one guy that we could say that about, because we haven't also seen him.
Right.
You know, and with him weighing only, 217, 218, I mean, yeah, like, that was, like, shock value for myself, because I didn't watch a Vancouver show. I saw pictures and stuff, but it's the Olympia. Like, I never really look at other contests other than the Olympia, because it's a bigger stage, different lighting, all that shit. But I look at it as an opportunity missed on between open and 212. I think there was a lot of people that, you know, really missed their mark. I think classic and men's physique, they all nailed it. But for open, oh man, like, I don't know, man. Like, they all need to be shaking their head right now. Like, there was
missed opportunity. You're right. I 100% agree. I think that,
and for me to say that, you know,
didn't bring
Phil Heath came in off and then won. Well, you know, I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say this. I probably would have won that show during prejudging, you know, because they were just missing certain things.
When he says that had he been in the lineup, he probably would have won, how do you respond to that?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It don't exist in my vocabulary. What if, you know, she said, if you're gonna do something, get it done, go get the check. But we know this is about staying relevant. And when you don't compete, you gotta use other means to stay relevant. And I respect the hustle, because Kai Green has taught us how important that is as well. So we're gonna let him stay relevant and say, you know, what it shoulda, coulda, because some fans enjoy that. And they enjoy that shoulda, woulda, coulda. We got a whole internet comparison, people that are famous for comparing pictures on the internet with that shoulda, woulda, coulda concept. So it's a part of the industry, and it's a way to draw attention back to yourself. So
if Phil Heath was in the 2019 Olympia lineup, would Brandon Curry still be Mr. Olympia today?
Of course I would, because if there's a reason why he wasn't in that lineup. If he thought he could win, as competitive as he was, he would definitely win on that stage. But of course, any champion that doesn't think they can win, they're not going to get on stage. But a true champion that thinks they're going to win, it will be on stage. Why would they not?